All right, it is Friday. It is November 6th, and the market is about to close about 20 minutes. And, great day for longs. A lot of good long trades. Pot stocks were booming. You can see back here in October, look at this line here for, came way down. Look at this run from May, straight down. And then, we double bottom pretty much. And then look at this, broke out. Look at the volume. 443 million in volume today on Aurora Cannabis. And he just moved yesterday. So that's why these moves, when you see these moves too, see this? Then eventually it will break out. Now, you don't know how far, but start to move 5 a.m., 750, here's your 1320 EMA. 750 line, came back down a little bit here, and then look at it, see it separate right here, that nice little move. Very small candles over 750. Now, once you're here, it took off, and it's chopped back and forth, and it's basically, you call it triangle here. Move here, you call it symmetrical, or maybe descending triangle. So anyway, this got the 9 and then took off to 1150 plus. You get it a 10-minute. Right here. You can see 750, and this really exploded up. There's a cross, change of direction. So that is a great move for longs. Few opportunities to get in there, and outstanding. CPS. Not much volume here. Did move 24 over to 28. Here's MOGO Finance Technology. This moved 7:35 a.m. I think these are misprints. So if you take this out, this made a nice run. I don't like to trade anything before 7 a.m. So here's 7:35. I mean, these are good moves here. These are big quarter lines too, so you can get in between here. Going in between line, look at this, came right to 160, then came up. Pure momentum, that's all it is, pure momentum. You want to get in as low as possible in these plays. Now look, there it is, the downside. That is a typical small cap move when you see that a lot. You see the move up and then a move down. Now sometimes we'll get like Aurora, but these other plays like this happens so many times. $10-minute. See a move up here, and there's your line. Came all the way back to 180 line, and look at this. Took off the 260. So the 10 minutes good. 10 minutes slows down a lot of moves. FTSI. Here's MOD. Went up here. And then came back right to this line on 850. Look at this. And then took off. Here's 13/20. Here's glue. 810. Exploded up to 890. Very good long. Trade desk. TTD, the Trade Desk Incorporated. This thing's at 800. I'm not trading this, but incredible move. KERN. This is another long. Today was really good for longs. This moved up. 360 line, came back. 330. Went up, came back to 370, then the 470. So, yes, this is another good. You can see right here, the nice little dip. From your 10-minute right here. Excuse me. 10-minute right here is 330. All the way up to 470. Really good long. See, I like the 10-minute a lot too. The 10 minutes slows things down and really, you know, if you get 1, 2, 3 minute, or 1, 2, or very short time frames, you're going to a lot of back and forth. You're going to see a lot of, you know, candles. 3 minutes, you know, it's pretty solid. It's, you're getting a little more in between. You're getting like from the 1 and 2, and you're not that far above. So it's like an in between. As soon as you get the 5 and above, it's really slowing down the action. So these are just 10-minute candles. Every candle in here is 10 minutes. So, you know, once you have this move to 350, look at this. What do you see here? There's support. Support at 325. And up, and up, and falls back. So, you know, when you have this, the high of day here, and look what your support is. That's why 1320 EMA is so important. I mean, if you take that out, you can get a line, like each line, but there's a reason that's there, because that's what traders are using. Most traders are probably using 9, 13, 20. It's the most common. Like, I've never heard really a 15, I guess you could use. You know, 18, like them numbers in between, but it's still possible. LISR, Laser Night Incorporated, pretty much straight run. There's TLRY, the pot stocks are on fire. You have TLRY, Aurora, CGC. When this moved up to 9, there's the hammer candle. See this? And look where it hammered to 950 right here. Your 1320 EMA, but didn't go through, and then shot right up. So this was a good long. Didn't hold. A lot of these won't hold necessarily all day, but it was a good move. SUP, Superior Industries. You know, this isn't great volume at all, that's for sure. So you gotta be careful with lighter volume, but it was a great long. APPN came back to 82 and then shot to 92. It's a great $10 gain. If you get it on somebody's low, that's what I mean. You don't know. You can get $1, $10. Just, you don't know what it's going to do exactly. You can have an idea, but 80 cents, 95, quick little move. Coty. See a move on this here, then it came down. A little choppy action. ONCS, this was yesterday. No, this wasn't it. ONCS, you know, 415, 425. Get over 445, went up to 490, pretty good long there. Volume's kind of later though. There's Crime, here's another one. Got here to 650, all the way up to 750. Came back down to 675. And shot up to 8. Then back up to 825. Look at that. Look at these dips here. If you had it here, then went up. And then it came back. Even if you're here, this might stop you out. You're like, oh, it's going through, going through. That's what you got to keep. If you see these red candles, you probably get nervous. But if you're playing down here and you want a bigger gain, like 650, 725, what's that, like 75 cents? I mean, that's not bad. But, you know, look what happened to dip. Another dip. If you get a 10-minute, see this, you're like, oh, there's a big shooting star candle, bearish, came back, and there's your 675 line, but it held. You got to give it more time. But if you're making on that trade here to here, maybe like 1,000, that's a good move there. See this volume here. So this was a great volume to get in. That's the problem. So, yeah, on volume on this, like 7,000, it's really light. I don't know if I would have played that. Looking at here, like looking at these recaps, I'm trying to see, you know, where you would play these. Like, I like to play pre-market sometimes, but it depends on the volume. So, you know, after you see this, and then come back up, I'm going to look at the 10-minute there. And once you see this, the 10, 13 over 20, see this come back, this come back. I probably would have hit that 675 line or maybe the 7 line. So that's my usually plays. I like dips. I want to see where it goes first. If it's straight momentum, you know, get in early. OGI, pop. Here's Resi. Here's another one up. 16 line all the way to 18. Going down the list here. There's Plantar Technologies. PLTR. It's been moved to 1225, 1250, all the way to 1475. This is momentum. Now, when you're playing these, of course, like I told you, remember, whatever your screen is, low to high. See, this is the top of my screen here to here. And then somewhere in the middle, you got to judge now. Each line you're going up, each line is getting higher and higher. You got to be more and more careful. So on this one, you're at 12. Then about right here, you got to be like the middle section. You be very careful. Here's GoPro. This is crazy action. You always want to look for better charts too. LTHN 12 all the way to 1366. It's a good long. There's net 65 all the way to 71. Look at that move. Another pure momentum. And today wasn't a great day in the market. So, this week has been crazy. You've had crazy action on, remember them longs? Was it yesterday or the other day? I can't remember. And then they're like all high price stocks, and then small caps heated up. Now today wasn't the best for small caps, but all these moves, you have like 13% up to 50%. They're great moves here. They're big dollar moves. Here's Hubs. Here's Halo, 35.25 all the way to 37.74. Look at that move. That's what I mean. Is it a higher price? Look at that big dollar move. Crazy. Here's Square. I don't usually trade anything over 100. I mean, it's possible, but these are all big institutions and everything. Here's Square 185 all the way up to 199. Big run. Big run. Let's see. Here's Roku 236, 254. I think I remember the stock. STAA. That seems familiar. Thinking maybe something else. Here is 74, straight up to 83. Another straight up move. FLDN. See on this, you get no pre-market. This is really weird action. I mean, once you see the 690 hold, you can go in here pretty much. Or see the breakout right here. Remember the one big candle breakout? It's a risk on one big candle right here. And then it came to 710. So play this line. You're not going to play the breakout. It makes no sense when you're this far below. So you're playing here, maybe even further below. And then it took off here. And this was one of my swing calls right here. Look at this. That is a falling wedge classic move. I love the falling wedge. Going long the falling wedge because that means it's bullish only. Eventually this will break out. So you're waiting for setups to go long. So here's stochastics low. Look at these low. Just play low to high. It's not going to work perfectly. Look at it straight up. See on this move, it was a pretty good move. See on here, you moved here. It didn't move, but it was a divergence because put your line right here. And then it came back like double bottom, then it came up. So they'll fool you on these moves sometimes. But if you're oversold, remember 20 to 80, look for that range, or like 10 to 90. So if you get in at 6 here, you can do anything there. Like, depends how many shares you use. It could have been like 1,000 to 5 grand, whatever you're playing with. So that's one of my favorite moves. Now swing trading, I'm looking for my swing patterns, oversold patterns that you want in an uptrend too. See this uptrend, and then they're gonna break back up, like FLDM. I don't really go short much. I go long, small caps, breakout, momentum, dip buying. And then like ETFs, specific ETFs, if for like, low to high, high to low, whatever it is, whatever pattern you're in, you're looking for that next move up. And that's too, because the market, when it crashed, you're getting moves, back. You're making that dip. You're going like this now for the last 6 months and trying to go back up. So, that's what I'm looking for there. Here's IGC. See this 2 line or 1 line held, sort of in a pattern back and forth here. This is Phil Resorts. Here's canopy growth. This was a 22 line. 22 line to 24.50. That's a great gain on this. Now, let me see here. What was this pre-market? It's got light, 5,000, 8,000. 8,000 is kind of light there. 21.50. There's your support here. There's my opening. I'm like losing my mind here. Today, the green is the opening day move, and yesterday's opening day and yesterday's close. Red is yesterday's close, and opening. The opening is green. So 12,000. It's kind of light there. So always look at these. This is all like when you play. It's like in the NFL, you're looking at game tape. You want to see where these moves, if they're going to work. Like if you're in here, is that a good time to get in on these moves? Now, if you look at the daily, and daily's been in an uptrend, so it has a better chance to work. So 21.50 all the way to 24.50. It's a pretty good move. Let's see 21.50. Trying to see here, maybe 21.50 times 3. That would have been a nice game, like 1,800. Yellow group. Here's another one. This is this is an ETF, I think, for pot stocks. Yeah, this moved up all the way 1340 something, came back down to 13 and took off to 1450. Little move here. Just play with the chart gives you here. Very light. Can't go on buying that light. And a volume's got to be at least like 10 grand. Then it's made a move up. Came back. Again, 1325. All right, let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, I'll just use these 2 indicators right now. You can see right here, low to high, low to high. You draw your line here. This could be a trend line here. So here, here. Then if we go back again, maybe we're going back to like, who knows, or a little bit higher, 27,000, 26.5. Some Dow Jones. And here's the NASDAQ. This is gapping up hard. This is getting overbought again. It looks like we have a line here now. Come back to 11,000 maybe. Here's the SPY. So you have a line here. It looks like this is a trend now. So we went down, came back up, back down, and back up. So we're going to break through here. I mean, it's possible. 4 hour showing across here. Look out, we're very overbought. It's going sideways. 2 hour still up. The hour looking for divergence. A little bit of divergence here. You go here to here. It looks like we're coming down now. So, you know, if we come down again, it's like a, it looks like a W. It looks like a triple top. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could break through. Anything's possible. We're getting overbought though. Still a lot of craziness in the market with the election. So if this goes up, this comes back down again, I would look for maybe around 325, 330 again. We'll see on the SPY. Here is Dow Transports. This is like sideways. And here's UDAL. So move up here, move down, move up, move down. There's a cross, change of direction. So these patterns, for these little swings, they may be like a week, 10 days, perfect, perfect moves. Right here is a change of direction. Look at this gapped up. You don't know what's going to do that. It might just do this, or you're not sure, but this is still going up a little bit. It's getting very frothy here, showing divergence. All right, we'll see. And see this? From here, we're getting lower. So we might do this back and forth into January, then we explode up. So for choppy action. SPXL, same thing. Low to high, nice move. QQQQ, it's getting overextended. TNA through the top here. There's FAS back and forth. This is tighter. The stock market's about to close this week. Let's see where we're at. So 4 o'clock. It's closed. Dow Jones finished minus 66.92. S&P minus 141. NASDAQ plus 430. Small caps minus 1505. VIX 2487. Fell again 9.83%. It's really fallen. If the VIX falls below 20, you know, then you're going probably all the way to 15 and 10. Then you're going to have a major probably move back up to maybe 10, 20, I think, with the VIX. It's really falling fast here. Commodities, gold plus 560, 1952, silver 2568, crude 3742, 3.53. So crude's still in that muck. All right, here's Soxel too. This was a major move up. Look at these gaps, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 gap play. And usually it's bearish after that, and that's what it did. Exactly to a T. Now on this one, here, I'm not sure if that's a gap, small gap, and then again, and again, and today it exploded. Look at the move today. It was just insane. It's like a $20 move. And this is really getting overextended now. It's at a 96. I don't want nothing at 96. It's so far away from your moving averages. There's your 2 hour. There's your 1 hour, 30, sort of trying to come down a little bit now. Weekly showing a little bit of bearish divergence, but that's crazy. You know, this is a beautiful trend line now too. Here, this could come back. When this comes back to 240, maybe this comes back to 260. We'll see if that happens. So I don't want it up here. I'm waiting for this to come in again. I'll wait for it to come. Yeah, it might not fall this far. It could come here. We'll see. I mean, it's only done that March, September, October, and then in October, near like October. So it hasn't been that low. It's really crazy extended though. There's nougat. There's defend. This is still like starting going up sideways. 4 hour, you're overbought here. It's still holding up pretty good. 2 hour, 1 hour, 30. This one all the way down, 850, then broke up. It still has a little more in the run if you're giving 20 to 80. So, you know, we could move back to 12. Still room there. And here's DIN too. DIN still going straight up. That's a little bearish candle. You know, we should ride up to 65 next. Tested it before. You can see the lows. Lows getting higher. 65. Let me see here. See, full cycle. Here it did that. Here it did that. Here there was a small move there to September to October. And then here it's back at 50. Still hasn't reached up. Now, could it go back here? Come back up, possibly. There's your 4 hour crossing over, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30. It's getting oversold. So you draw your line here, it's coming back. But on the daily, that's like a pullback out, unless it does this. But it's still, it'll have to reach there. If you're playing it, it has to reach there again, just a matter of time. Here's nail. This is really a weird move. This was going, this didn't do a soxhole and keep going. This is really bearish here. 4 hour came down, 2 hour, one's oversold, 30, you're going sideways. Maybe this is 48, it's going to hold. Your weekly still crossing down now. A weekly hasn't crossed over. See how this was straight up. Came back, it's a weekly. Let me see on Soxhole weekly. Yeah, Soxhole was still going out there. All right, so this might come back in and then come back up. We'll see. Nail. Now your bearish ETFs, Estelle. Is this a triple bottom? Here, move up. Here, about 16. Here, it's getting oversold again. Are we going to have another move back and forth, or just going to go straight through? Looking at the SPY on the other chart, yeah, it formed a cross today. That's a topping pattern. If we come back again, the SPY may be 330. That 100 days held so many times. It's a triple top right now. So we'll see in that. So there it is. I'm looking for 16. Really oversold. Look at the 4 hour. There's a 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Going flat sideways. So, yeah, this has done this before. Doesn't mean it will again, but it's showing that signs again. Unless something happens in the market, we break out above. It looks like a clear triple top. Let's see here. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. Very oversold. And remember, these are going down. These are bearish ETFs. The market's always pretty much going up. But there's moves in here you can capitalize on. SPXS. This is going back here. Same thing. It's a cross, it looks like. Change of direction. SQQQ. Same thing, just diving deep. TZA, that's a big bullish candle here. Starting to go sideways. I like this at 1250. It looks pretty interesting. Here's Faz, that's a cross. And here's Sox, which is the reverse of Soxol. Excuse me. So 38, look at this. This is a waterfall. That's why Soxol on the other side is this crazy move. Now this is very oversold right here. Let me see the 4 hour, 2 hours flat. 1 hour sideways, there's your 30. It's not really showing signs it's going up yet. Man, this will be a huge run up. So you see this move here and here. Semis have been very hot. Let's see the weekly in this. I mean, this is a bearish ETF. That's showing bearish signs, though. You just want to capitalize on these, the small moves. These will always be in a downtrend, just like I said. But move up, move down. I mean, it's got to bounce. This is so far away from your 13 EMA here. This is like $10 away. So LABD. SEO. Here's UVXY. This too's got buried. This one all the way up to 23. Came back down to 1466. It's really getting oversold. See the weekly in this. 4 hours. 4 hours and 0.6. I don't think I've ever seen it this low. 2 hour, the 1 hour. Really, really buried here. Yeah, this could bounce back up to maybe 18. So you can see right here, I thought we were going to break out way up here. Never happened. A lot of people thought that too. Like we were going to a big move up with the election. It didn't materialize. That's why you never know in the stock market. This was a big falling wedge and it didn't go up there. The volatility never reached there. So we're going back down. 1049. Yeah, if we go to that low, we'll get a nice bounce back up on UVXY. All right, so that's it. So while these bearish ETFs are getting really crushed, I think we can move back up a little bit on them. We'll see. It's looking like the SPY is, topping at 350. It looks like a triple top. We went 357 in September, 354 in October, 352 now in November. Are we going to break through that? I mean, we're really getting overbought again on stochastics. So we're in a channel like this 320 to 350. Unless we get some sort of breaking news and we're going to drive up. Here's TUP. It's back and forth today. Yeah, once it's made this move, it's kind of volatile, but it did move yesterday. Kind of too far up for me. Here's Groupon with a hollow red candle. So it's back and forth. Look at this huge move. Wow, 1950 to 2350. That's a $4 move. Now, the thing on this has done this before. It got to 35, got to 35. Now it's going to try to come up to 35 again. But before, they were up here. See this? This is already up there. It hasn't reached. So is this going to go like sideways in? I'm not sure. Or it's going to grind up slower. Overstock. Back and forth. Sort of looks like a wedge now. It's going to come down, eventually break back up. TNK, This is back and forth, choppy 9. Let me get over 9 here. It looks like divergence is forming. Here is BRFS. It's like a penny mover. Oh, not penny mover. It moves in like quarters on the screen. So this looks like, oh, it's a big move. It's only a quarter, but that's a nice run out there. PDD. This is way above your 13. I don't like it here at all. This is a great run now if you caught it. That's what you want out of a wedge. PRTY. Falling wedge, another one. Nice. Look at this. 237. This moves in quarters too. So this is a little more room to run, but that's not a bad run from the bottom. 175. And the reason for that was there's your 200, 150. It wasn't going much lower than that unless, unless the market kept going down and down and down. Here's Uber just taking off crazy. AMD on that 75 line. We're just below 73.89. It's breaking back up. Intel, not doing much here, came back. DraftKings put in a little inside day here. Now it's above your 13 EMA, which is still, this is still bullish. We could have more room to run here. WKHS, sort of sideways chop. This could do one of these till it comes back again, test, and comes back up. ESX, trying to come back up, Boston Scientific. eBay, trying to fill the gap. AMC, bottoming here. Look at Applied Materials, low to high. Look at this, 57 to 70. That's a $13 gain. It's fire, man, from these bottom moves. There's run. RKT. See all these moves on the bottom? Here, 2140. This has a little more to go though. PEIX, still oversold here. Just tried to push up, came back, still has potential. FSLY from the cross, could be a fake out or it could come back before going up. A lot of these oversold still. They still have a chance to go out. They could be giving like fake out signals like BE. Remember, you're playing 20 to 80, so you could just chop before it moves back up to a decent move. HBQ. It was FE. RRC trying to hold 6. GameStop, very smooth stochastics. Like this wants to break out, it looks like. And here at 12, this could come up all the way to here. Philip Morris going down. That's apps. Look at this move too. See this? Every move's different. You might get like the other ones that went up a little bit and came back. This is straight 5 candles up, low to high. LNW. See, this moves went here to here, but it's barely moved on stochastics. Here's Smile Direct. This doesn't move big either. This moves like 50 cents. See here, 9, 10, 15. Still plenty of room down there. HYLN. Yeah, it's about 50, so still has room to run. There's Groupon. What else we got here? VLDR, Velodyne, back and forth here. Rad finally exploded up. I hate that stuff. BYND, 5 days. Look at this. Still plenty of room. We could go here to maybe like 170 at this point. It's only at the 29 still. C-car. Right at trend line. You play here to here and you're out. This is a beautiful run, how it runs too. See that? Low to high. Probably short it now back. Let it move up. And the whole trend is down still. So unless we get a breakout, that would mean the market's like going to be on fire though. So high, low, high, low, high, back to low. So this should come back to again. What's the low on this? 1361, 1368, 1370. Very close. This could come back maybe to 14. There's GSX trying to hold a 7. Navi, CCJ. Redfin, this is like a fake out. This is crossed over, see this? Well, this came back down. We're coming back up. I don't believe in that. I think that's it's a fake move there. They do that once in a while. There's Blumen. Back and forth, trying to go back up here. Really at a 20 on divergence, on the, not divergence, stochastics. All right, so that's it for now. So, we have some issues. The SPY, see this came down, came back up. Now, make that move up. Shot down, move up, but the low, the high from here, the high is getting lower here, here. Now what are we doing? We breaking up here, like a really big breakout, or are we going back down again? So, it looks like 320 to 360. We're back and forth, even though it's getting a little bit lower. See the weekly, we still have a divergence here. We're going down from the peak. It's got to break that. 4 hour here, here. We're very high up on the 4 hour, so 94. You don't want to buy it at 94. See this move up? Look at these gaps, gaps, gaps. Now we're like sort of going sideways here, but there's no sign yet of a bearish cross. Even though my stock chart says it's a cross here today. That's weird. Maybe this is off. So that's what we have. We have a triple top now with a cross. It looks like if we go back down again, I'm looking for 331. And that will be the 100-day again, because we've hugged that 100-day. We're oversold in stochastics, CCI, not RSI. But so the coronavirus cases are exploding. We have like 100,000 per day. The election's still in dispute, which is a total mess. It was an election, and it's like it takes a week. It just doesn't make sense. And so you have a lot of things up in the air right now. So that's it. Please subscribe and like the channel, and we will be back for more next week. Peace.